collaboration. I'm going to do it all by myself to demonstrate my keen sense of irony. This is my third go. I could really do with someone else helping me. So these are my thoughts. Slightly higgledy-piggledy, but I mean well. It's a good thing, collaboration. And I think we do it anyway, even though it's ostensibly a really solo thing. We write for ourselves, we perform, by ourselves. Nevertheless, there's a lot of co-hosting going on, a lot of us going out in groups and teams and clumps, double bills, parallel ways. And a lot of us, I think, are working alongside musicians. I think it's not just Chris's wonderful Tongue Fu, but other poet-musician combos are forming and going out there. I want to talk more specifically about this, a more kind of interdisciplinary collaboration that can run parallel, those threads can run parallel to the solo spoken word life. And I'm thinking about artists and composers, and particularly partly because what I do, one can work with dancers and sculptors as well, and I have done, but this is particularly what I want to talk about. It's part of the sustainable poetry portfolio, I think, having such strands working alongside your solo work. I've worked with many artists and illustrators over the years, having poems set to music, having some illustrated for kids' books and also for just other contexts. A lot of work with a lot of fantastic illustrators and some terrific composers, but there are three, but I'll focus on two, relationships, collaborations that have really stood the test of time and that I particularly value. And the artist Claudia Schmid, and it's mostly in our working relationship, me responding to her pictures and writing, not always comic verse by any stretch, just poems that go with that. Her pictures suggest stories, voices, situations. There's an invitation for me always inherent there. And I asked permission. I said, could I follow up on this and maybe it will go somewhere? And she was up for that. And I often take the work in directions she never meant it to go, and she's good with that, which is fortunate. Likewise, working with Tommy Hewitt-Jones, who is a classical composer really, but like me, loves theatre stuff. And we did a choral work to begin with. What was going on there? But we did it, and it kind of worked. I do a lot of stuff that kind of works, good enough to keep trying. This work isn't necessarily well remunerated. I have to say that now. It could be. It's got the great potential to be well remunerated. I have made a bit of money from these collaborations, but probably money per unit of effort, time and effort, I would do. Mostly comes from my solo performing and writing work. It's got the potential further down there. The key thing I want to say is opportunities for collaboration come our way, and first of all, I say, let's embrace them. Let's kiss the frog of opportunity, smack on the lips, see what happens. But also, then I think it's worth consciously cultivating when you find that connection that begins to work, that you feel there's a spark of the two worlds meeting. Then it's just so rewarding in the long term to keep going back and going back. It's a real challenge. There's a challenge to be both creative, to be almost to be accommodating, yet assertive, to be combative but compromising. These sorts of dichotomies. What else can I say? I'm not going to say any more. I've gone over 4 minutes. I commend it to you. It's so worth it. Seek and find collaborators and value them.